Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, I'll be putting videos out trying to explain to guys that, women are out here getting down. You feel what I'm saying? Women are out here fucking and sucking and doing all the crazy shit. And, some guys don't want to believe it. And so I had someone who left a comment the other day, and they were saying to me, they're like, Mr. Locario, how are all these girls having all this sex when there's a lot of guys out here not having sex? So who are these girls having sex with? Right? And so the thing you got to understand is this, is that what happens is that you have the top 20% of guys having sex with the most women. Okay? So you have the top 20% of guys having sex with the most women. So this is how women are having a whole bunch of sex. And it's interesting, if you actually, because I've coached women, I've talked to a lot of different women, and the funny thing is, and most guys don't even know this, women actually think it's extremely easy for most guys to get sex. Like, I hear this all the time, where women will, I talk to women and, I tell them I'm a coach and that, I teach, men how to attract women and all this other stuff. And they're just like dumbfounded. They're like, wait a second. They're like, guys have an issue getting sex. It's so easy. And so my thing is, you're probably wondering, like, why do they think it's so easy for men to get sex? The reason why they think it's so easy for men to get sex is because they're having sex, whenever they want. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about women. Women are having sex with guys, so they think that it's easy for guys to get sex. So if you have a woman who, let's say within, a month's time had sex with 2 or 3 different dudes, she's wondering, why is it so hard for guys to get sex if she's getting fucked by 2 or 3 different dudes in a month, right? But what happens is that the guys she's having sex with are most likely the guys who are in the top 20%. So what that means is this. Let's say if you have 100 guys and 100 women, right? So 20 of those guys, right, are going to be fucking with 80 of the women. So that means 20% of the guys are going to be fucking with 80% of the chicks. So that means if you have 20 guys fucking with 80 girls, if you divide that evenly, that means each of those 20 guys are fucking with anywhere between like 4 girls at a time, right? So now what happens is now what you have left over is 80 guys and 20 women, right? So now out of the rest of the 80 guys, you may have another 20 guys who are going to get with those other 20 women and will be in some sort of boyfriend-girlfriend type of relationship, right? So now all the women are done. So now you have the top 20% of guys fucking 80% of the women. Then the 20% of the women that are left get with the other 20% of guys. And then now you have 60% of guys who are left over with nothing. So this is where you get the incels, the TFL dudes, dudes that really don't get shit popping. You understand? So that's generally how it breaks down in most cases. So the thing is, when you're asking, like, because the guy who left the comment, he was like, how are all these women having sex when there's a lot of guys that's not even getting sex? And it's because the top guys are fucking most of the women. You see what I'm saying? And so the thing is, any guy who's, a player, a guy who understands the game, a guy who knows how to talk to women, right? He becomes that top 20% of the guy. You understand? He's in that realm. So any guy who can get women on a consistent basis, who can get sex regularly from, different women, he's in that top 20%. So, that top 20%, it can include a whole list of things. It can include like, certain guys that women will find, physically attractive. It can also include, guys who basically just have their game on point. You know how to spit that shit to chicks. You understand? And get them in that mood to make something happen. These are guys who are sort of go-getters, guys who actually go out there and actually interact with women and know how to, make stuff happen with them. So those type of dudes are going to be able to get all those types of chicks. You feel what I'm saying? See, like myself, when I, there was times where, and this is a little bit more back in the day when I had more time on my hands, but there were times where I would see basically a new chick every day. You feel what I'm saying? So there's times where it would be like, sometimes like, let's say 6 days a week, not 7 sometimes, because there were times that I was like, I need to chill for a second, but let's say 6 days a week, and every day out of those, 6 days, it'll be a new chick that I'm fucking with or having sex with. You see what I'm saying? And that would be like my rotation. And then some girls will fall off, I get a new one, replace her, whatever it is. And then there were times where I would be, having sex with 2 chicks in one day. This is what made me come up with the idea of even writing my book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. You see what I'm saying? So the funny part for me, though, was at first, I actually thought this was the norm. You see what I'm saying? I thought that, almost like every dude was doing the shit like how I was doing it. And if they weren't doing it, they were just not doing it by choice. So, but as I found out later, I found out this wasn't the case. You see what I mean? But if you're wondering, like, who are these, chicks, all these chicks having sex with, it's that you have a small percentage of guys having sex with most of the women. And then you have another percentage of guys who are just, the in that, like, one girl, they got that one girl they deal with, they on some boyfriend and girlfriend shit, and then you got a bunch of other dudes who ain't getting shit going at all. Dudes who are virgins, dudes who maybe had sex like once or twice, and it's been like a few years, dudes like that who really aren't well versed in interacting with women and attracting women. So that's kind of like how it breaks down. And the thing is, you want to be able to be, that top dude. You understand what I'm saying? You want to be able to be that guy who has those options, those choices to, make shit happen with women. You understand? Even if you just want one girlfriend, it's best to be in a position to where you can attract many women, so that when you decide to have a girlfriend, you have the ability to pick and choose the best option for you, and you're not just taking what you can get. You feel me? So that's pretty much it, man. Because the thing is, again, these chicks are out here getting it going, and again, the reason why they think it's so easy for dudes to get sex is because they're usually having sex with the top guys. So like, if there's let's say 4 girls that you talk to, and then they all say, oh, like, it must be easy for you guys to have sex, as I just got dick, the other day. All 4 of those girls probably got dick from the same guy. You see what I'm saying? So that's how it happens. All right. So this is why, I tell you guys, you got to step up your game. So that you can get to that point where you have those types of options. All right. So that's pretty much it. Listen, guys, if you have any questions, click the link below and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.
Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below to send me a question. If you have a question on dating and relationships, I'll make a video about it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which teaches you 7 easy to follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And 3, I want you to click the link under that one to go to Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month.
What's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy to follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.